We have here the seasoned entrepreneur, one of the people we highly respect when it comes to the entrepreneur industry here in the Philippines. And we're so happy, we're so blessed to have him this noon because in this episode, he is going to share very important directions, advices that we entrepreneurs and even regular people, whatever you're doing in life, what can we do to be able to be resilient during these times? And if you are an entrepreneur, what can you do now so that we can get back up and we can continue on fighting amid this pandemic? And before this interview, natutuwa ako because we had a small chat with Kuya. I call him Kuya, by the way. And he was sharing to me his sentiments. And I like that he is not the toughy guy that I know him to be. He's also a jolly guy, by the way, at the same time. It's that combination. Pero he also shared to me, he was vulnerable enough to share to me what is happening with him and what's happening now in the grand scale of things when it comes sa sa entrepreneurship, sa MSMEs. Nangyayari, anong nararamdaman, at and in this episode, he will be sharing ano yung plano nila ngayon to help fellow MSMEs because hindi walang any of us are naka-shield from this. All of us are affected by this pandemic and we will rise up, and that is his battle cry. So he is going to share his plans. He's going to share his campaign so that we as MSME entrepreneurs or whoever you are, whatever you're doing right now, we can get back up. So for me to for us to start, let's have lang a brief introduction of who our guest is. We have here a seasoned entrepreneur, and he's the man behind the popular Tokyo Tempura snack chain. He's a bundle of energy and an encourager of many entrepreneurs. You can feel his passion like live sparks in a bonfire in every seminar he spearheads or he attends. He's also the founder of Go Negosyo, a training platform devoted to training future entrepreneurs. He is also the co-founder of the globally renowned Potato Corner, and he's also part of AFI. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jorge Wieneke. Hi, Kuya.
Hi, good afternoon. Good noon to everybody. Hello, good noon. So, for Metro Manila, we're still ECQ. Okay. For Jensen, GCQ. Siguro, masarap siguro, para hindi masyado negative, maganda siguro gawin na lang natin BBQ.
Oo, totoo. Para hindi na lagi abbreviation, di ba? Yes,
Sana,
yes.
with this ECQ, this is the I don't think we can still afford another ECQ. The economy must run or else people will get starved. Marami magugutom. Sana with this ECQ, we'll get lagay na po natin lahat ng disiplina sa ating bulsa. Ilabas na natin ang disiplina para bumaba na talaga ang curve. Okay? And bumalik na tayo sa tinatawag na temporary new normal. Temporary. Okay, dinagdagan ko po. Normally kasi they say the new normal. Okay, I don't want to use the word new normal. Okay, bakit po? Pag sinabi kasi new normal, this is an acceptance of defeat. Di ba? Okay, we all do not love the new normal. Believe me. Okay, that's why I will use in my own personal temporarily new normal. Okay.
New normal. Why you don't want to use the term new normal again, Kuya? What is the point?
Okay, the point is you're adapting, you're surrendering to the virus. Okay, that's why nilagyan ko lang naman ng isang word, temporary new normal.
Okay.
We are after the temporary new normal, we are now looking for the back to normal. The real normal, di ba? You can
Right.
hug people, you can go to church and pray. There's freedom. Of course, sana dala natin yung lesson natin na nakuha natin habang sa ECQ tayo, no? Habang sa mga bahay tayo. What are the lessons? Maybe the lessons to be simple, the lessons to care, okay? The lesson to be kind, okay? Siguro gawin na rin natin malaking contagious yung yung kindness, di ba? They said kindness is very contagious. Let's continue kindness. After, if we go back to normal, yung talagang normal, let's continue what we have learned during the ECQ. During the ECQ, dami nagbibigay ng pagkain, di ba? They share food, etc. You feel the love, you feel the care, di ba? So, sana, after that so-called temporarily new normal, we will now see the normal. Okay? Sana dala natin yung mga lesson na natutunan natin in that duration. Of course, lesson of praying, lesson of knowing Jesus and God is very important. I think isa sa lesson na nagawa natin yun. Of course, lahat tayo, we pray. But during the first week, the second week, the third week of the lockdown, we were all, I'm sure, ang ingay-ingay ng langit, Ralph. I'm sure, grabe ka-ingay ang langit. Because the whole world, most probably, are praying to God, okay, questioning God, requesting God to protect us. I hope after the whole pandemic, ganun pa rin tayo. Because that is what God wants.
That's true, and I like that, Kuya. Speaking of lessons you've learned, what is the biggest lesson you've learned? As a seasoned entrepreneur, you've been through so much already. You've been through a lot of adversity, more than I could ever experience so far. What is the biggest lesson you've learned in this pandemic?
The biggest lesson is that I have learned that we are not in control.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, Ralph, entrepreneurs are control freak.
Yes, that's so true.
Entrepreneurs, they want to control everything. In reality, sa isang idlip, nawala lahat. Diba? We are not in control. So that's one first lesson. Second lesson is always prepare. No matter what, always prepare. If I did not prepare for this kind of situation, maybe on the first week, second week, wala akong mabibigay sa empleyado ko. But we prepared for this kind. Preparing for this kind of situation, being frugal. Being frugal is very important. You don't need to show off what you have earned. Kung gusto mo mag-coaching maganda, just buy one car. You don't have to buy 5 cars. Gusto mo na maganda, you want to reward yourself with a nice watch, just buy one watch. You don't have to buy 5 watch. You know, now, do you wear those? Do you use that in 52 days? No. Do you wear expensive shirt for 53 days? No. You wear what is there. Ilang chinelas na nasira ko, 'di ba? Nakatamtak ang chinelas, you know. You don't wear your You don't wear your expensive Colhan, 'di ba? That you show off to your friend, 'di ba? So simple. Back to simple life. Be a simple person. That's what I'm doing. Kaya pala.
Same thing that happened to us. Talagang paraming back to basics, back to normal, back to basics. When it comes to expenses, sobrang nag-cut down kami, and actually we're now very conscious when it comes to how we operate as much as possible. Pati yung mga aircon namin, kuya, kino-close namin, turn off namin dito sa office para lang makababa. Pati nga yung pati yung aming renta dito sa aming office, we're looking at even relocating muna to somewhere na cheaper. Talagang we're even though before kaya nating mag-spend ng extra. Ngayon talagang as much as possible, wala nang BS, hindi naman kailangan ng magandang office for you to operate. Right now, what you need is to survive. And I think that's a really good wake-up call for us. Nagiging essentialist tayo, natuto tayo na mag-embrace ng importanteng mga bagay.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Yun ang bago ngayon.
That's true, Kuya. There is something that you guys are starting and want to go ahead because I felt you earlier before this live session. We were talking at the back end part, and you were sharing to me something that is you guys are going to start in a few days. Or
Okay.
I don't think we're starting it now. Pero Kuya, before we go there, may I know first nga pala, what is happening with your end, your company? What is the situation? Kasi gusto ko ma-connect yun siya sa next na part, which is yung sa MSMEs, that the need for us to help MSMEs.
Okay, let me do a short lecture that
Sure.
I did. Okay, first of all, I'd like to give the audience a tip how to survive. I'm going to give you four steps that you have to do now. The first step is to accept. Okay, brutal facts. Okay, why brutal facts? Masakit kasi. Okay, the brutal facts is you will lose your beautiful office. Diba? That's one. Okay, the brutal facts is that you will have to do dual jobs in your office. Okay? The brutal facts is wala ka ng sekretarya. Diba? The brutal facts is you don't have a driver anymore. You will drive yourself now. Diba? So first is you have to have acceptance. Acceptance that things will be very, very difficult. Okay. 3, you have to accept that things will not be the same. Things that we normally control will not be controllable anymore. Okay. The other normal now, which I call the new, aside from the temporary new normal, meron pa isa pang normal eh. Okay. Crisis is the new normal. Every day will be a crisis. Believe me, guys, every day will be a crisis because once you go out of your house, your office, kalahati ng katawan mo, you're putting it into danger.
True.
Remember that. So that's crisis. That's really crisis. Adversity is all over. Okay, it's all over. It's hard to really go around with the virus around. So that's adversity. The moment you wake up in the morning, there's going to be adversity. Okay? Tandaan mo, it's going to be a season of self-discipline. Self-discipline. Okay? What will make you survive and make you alive is your self-discipline. Okay? Ang problema pa dito, Ralph, if you negligence, okay? Remember, negligence can kill now. Not only one person. It could be 10 persons. Negligence of a person. Remember, negligence of the person. That's why I was telling, it is a season of self-discipline because maraming protocol in place. The moment you go out of your house, you have to have your mask. Diba? We're not used to it. Diba? Not only having one mask. Okay? You have to have a reserve within your body. A reserve mask. What if sa tindahan ka, sa mall ka, o sa Mercury drug ka naputol, napatid? Anong gagawin mo? Diba? Hindi ka naman pwedeng gumanyan. Okay? You have to have one. Number 2, you have to discipline yourself not to touch your face. Okay? You have to discipline yourself to put alcohol all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to tell yourself that this is not a time for good time, adventure, You may be strong and mighty. Okay lang yan, lalabas ako. But you can be a carrier and you can be a murderer. Okay? Because yung nag-neglect ka nagpabaya ka, naging carrier ka, ang dami mo kinausap. Okay? That's why self-discipline is very important. Okay? So that's part of accepting. You have to accept. Nako, ito na ang buhay. Okay? Pagdating ko sa bahay, kailangan ko ba din lahat? Okay? Hindi ko ipapasok yan. Kailangan ko yung sapatos, ayusin. Kailangan ko maglinis. Diba? That's one. Number two tip. Okay? You have to assess already the damages of this pandemic to you. You have to assess. What will you assess? You assess your financial damages. Yung utang, inventory, etc. Okay? You have to talk to the landlord already. Talk to the landlord. You have to bite the bullet. Make a choice. Okay? It's either you move to a smaller office. Okay? You used to have a beautiful office. You now move to a smaller office or work at home ka ngayon. The other one is talk to your employee already. Employees, okay, I cannot afford you anymore. Okay, can we talk? Can we have a solution how we can survive together? Okay, marami option. Okay, one option is pay cut. Okay, pwede ba tayong pay cut muna tayo? 50% off muna tayo. Basta mag-agree kayo, walang sapilitan. Okay tayo. Number two, okay, pwede bang floating muna tayo? What is a floating? It's a temporary layoff. It is allowed by the law. So those are the things, okay? And then, of course, number three, okay, once you assess, okay, you now negotiate. Okay, you talk, negotiate, okay, negotiate the mall, negotiate the bank. Okay, the number four tip that I would like to present to you is restructure and replan your business. Okay, creativity is key to survive. Remember that, creativity. Meron po mga negosyante dyan, nagpapanggap, pero wala namang creativity. Gumagamit lang ng ibang tao. He will not survive. Okay? Creativity is key. Okay? Reinvent your products. Okay? Ang kagandahan ngayon sa sitwasyon natin, if you're going to look at and observe the situation, marami siyang pain point, marami siyang irritants, marami siyang wish list around it. That is a formula in creating a new business or innovating your business. If there is a lot of irritants, wish lists, and pain points, if you can address those, you will have a business and you will survive. Okay, so yun. That's one. Okay, that's the four tips that I could give to you. I repeat, you have to accept reality. Number two, you have to assess. Once you assess, you have to negotiate. Once you negotiate, you replan and innovate. Okay? And then number one, sabi ko nga, okay, number one is that you need to survive, you must be a creative person. Okay? Again, all of this, okay, ang angkla nito is a good and strong leadership. You have to be very, very strong as a leader in your institution. Okay? You have to show your human side to your people. Don't forget that. Caring, kindness, you have to show that. Okay? But you have to be decisive. Decisive and very strong and bold in your decision. As a leader, okay? Marami pong matalinong tanga ngayon. Okay, ano ho ba yung matalinong tanga? These are yung analysis paralysis attitude. Okay, ito yung sobrang talino, wala naman palang matagal mag-decide. Kaya sabi ko, kakatakot, maraming matalinong tanga. You have to be practical on your decision. Number two, okay, do not show your fear to your people. Show that you're calm and in control. Leadership is very important. If you can duplicate your leadership to your people, mas maganda yan.
Wow. Powerful there. What I like about that is because it's so brutal truths indeed. Talagang they're not advices to make you feel warm. It asks you to wake up and be disciplined during this time. And I think the key word there is discipline yourself. This is not the time for us to embrace luxury this is the time for us to take care of ourselves, take care of our family, and to survive.
Oh,
So,
actually, meron pa yan. Meron pa akong 5 Ps. This is not
oh
marketing,
wow,
Ralph.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sabi ko nga, 5 Ps to survive. First is to protect. Protect your family, protect your people, and protect your company. The second P is to provide. Try to provide something for your employee. Provide, okay, emergency funds for your family. And then the third P is prepare. You have to prepare for the worst. Ralph, alam mo ba, prepare on the five P's of survival ko, yung number three is very important. We're only focusing on the pandemic, which is the coronavirus.
Right.
Okay? Let us pray to God that on Thursday, dahil may bagyo, di ba? May bagyo. Okay, wala pa hong typhoon dyan, wala pa hong mga lindol. So you have to prepare for the worst. Then the fourth P is you have to practice. You have to practice all the protocols. You have to practice self-discipline. That's the fourth P that in order to survive. Number five, which is the most important, is prayer. You have to pray every day.
Can
So,
you,
recap ko lang.
yes, one
Protect,
by one?
provide, prepare, practice, pray. That is my 5 P's to survive in this new normal life.
I love that, especially the last one, prayer indeed. We have to prepare for the worst. So if kung meron pang mangyayari sa atin that we are not aware of, I think it is important for us to embrace the uncertain. And by
Yes.
embracing the uncertain, kahit anong mangyari dyan, maybe you could be a spectator and just try, parang water kuya, parang sinabi ni Bruce Lee, di ba? Be like water, be compatible with any container. So, Kuya, thank you very much for those advices. And we have here more than 20 people who's watching us. Nag-pick tayo at 23. Kuya, I'd like to share lang yung mga sinasabi nila that we are being called, from Michelle Solon, the First Lady of Sarangani, she said, we are being called to a new norm. We cannot go back to the way we were before. So that is actually something I agree. What will make this discipline? Thank you very much, Algenie. This, please put in the comment section your name and also your location. Ayan. Kuya, you have this campaign that you guys are starting, and I'm very interested about that. And I know this is something that we can work together with a lot of MSMEs. What is it about, and who is it addressed to?
Okay, Ralph. Okay, and to your viewers, the composition of the composition of the businesses in the Philippines, di ba alam naman natin is 99.6% is the micro, small, medium enterprise. The 0.4 are the big companies and the multinational companies. The hardest part of the hardest affected by this pandemic is the micro, small, medium enterprise. Sila po ang tinamaan nitong pandemic na to. Okay? Ano pong composition nila? Ang composition po nila is 88.5%. Yung 88.5% po yun, yan po yung tinatawag na micro and small. Okay? If you put them together, ito po yung mga tindahan na asa mall. The retailers, the salon, the carts, the kiosks, the restaurants. Okay? Sila po ay nagbibigay ng 66% employment sa buong Pilipinas. Sila po ngayon ay asa ICU ng ospital. Sila po ay naghihingalo. Sila po ay kailangan ng ventilator. Sila po kailangan ng oxygen. Sila po kailangan ng tulong. Paano ho ba natin sila tutulungan? Di ba? Tutulungan po natin sila sa isang kampanya, sa isang movement na pwede natin gawin. Okay? Ano ho bang movement na to? Siguro tawagin po natin yung movement na to na bayanihan. Bayanihan pero may dalawang word. may dalawang meaning. The first meaning is buy, B-U-Y, combined with bayanihan. Ano ho ba meaning ng buy? Buy is to patronize. Patronize natin. Bilan natin ang mga biktima ng COVID-19. Buhayin natin sila ulit. Bayanihan? Ano ba meaning ng bayanihan? Di ba ang meaning ng bayanihan? Cooperation, spirit of cooperation, spirit of helping. So ilo-launch po natin yung Bayanihan Project. Bayanihan Project na to. Okay? This is in support and to revive and to make the micro, small, medium enterprise bounce back. Sila po ang backbone ng ating ekonomiya. Sila po ang bumubuhay sa ating ekonomiya. Kaya nga nagkaroon po ng booming ang mga probinsya, di ba? Dahil po sa mga maliliit na negosyo, of course, kapartner natin yung mga mall developers. Unang-una, i-entice natin sila. Patronize and buy from us. Number 2, tatawag po tayo ng mga tinatawag na stakeholders. Itong mga stakeholders na to, ito po yung mga tutulong sa atin. Isa po sa mga gusto natin maging partner dito, kasangga, ang mga mall developers. Pwede tayo mag-usap siguro, mag-conceptualize, paano tayo mag-a-adapt sa bagong normal na pamumuhay. Dito, kakausapin din natin ang DTI, okay, ang Department of Trade, baka naman kausapin po natin sila at hihingi tayo ng ayuda o tulong sa kanila. Kakausapin din natin ang Department of Finance para i-assist tayo, para kausapin ang mga banking institution, para mabigyan po tayo ng loan at saka tulong sa ating bayan. Kakausapin din po na ang BIR. Maybe pwede mo tayong bigyan ng holiday or discount on our tax hanggang makatayo lang po. Dahil yun po ang aming gustong mangyari. Meron po akong gustong pakita sa inyo na video. Okay? Pag nakita niyo po itong video na ito po'y isang manifesto. Ito po'y isang sentimento ng micro small enterprise. Ganito po ang sitwasyon po namin. Ralph, walang sound.
Okay po, ito. Let me do it again. Okay. Ayun kuya, actually max na po tayo dun sa audio.
Lahat tayo ay
Ayun.
Lahat tayo ay nagsimula sa isang payak na pangarap na maitaguyod ang sarili at ang pamilya. Sa tulong ng mga taong naniniwala na itinuring na rin namin di iba, unti-unting lumawit ang pangarap. Nakalikha ng produkto, nakapagbigay ng serbisyo, nakapagbigay ng trabaho. Hindi naging madali ang lahat para sa amin, pero nandyan ka na naniniwala at nandito kami na nais kang likuran. Ngunit dumating nga ang dagok na ito sa atin at para ba wala tayong laban. Masakit na kailangan magsimula muli. Pero pinagdaanan na natin yan. At sa pagkakataong ito, ang hiling lang namin ay ang patuloy niyong pagtangkilik sa aming payak na pangarap na bumangon at muling makapagsilbi sa ito. Kasama ang libo-libong manggagawa mula sa hanay ng MSMEs, hinihiling namin ang inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa panahong tayong lahat ay humaharap sa laban ng ating buhay. Salamat, Suki. Salamat sa uulitin.
All right.
Mhm.
Wow. This is a really good one here. And
Lahat tayo
I'm
ay
really
nagsimula
I'm really
sa
touched
isang
by
payak na
the message.
pangarap. Itaguyod ang
Uh,
sarili.
who had this idea of making this video or making this campaign?
Yours truly po. The reason why
Wow.
I thought of this idea is I'm really finding ways how to help the micro, small, medium enterprise. Uh,
Right.
Ako po, at present kasi I'm the president of the association, the Filipino Franchise Association, and I always talk to my members for 52 or more than 50 days. I've been absorbing and their concern and their sentiments.
Right.
So I needed
Right.
to think of something to help them. I hope it will gain traction. I hope it will gain support. In fact, there was already a one supporter. Uh, Secretary Lopez likes the whole campaign. That's one.
Yeah.
Number two, Gary Valenciano likes the campaign and he promised to do a song with this campaign. So now we're going around talking to all the stakeholders with regards with this. So please pray for this campaign. I hope this campaign can really uh, promote kindness to all of us, to all the stakeholders. We need kindness because I know kindness is very contagious. Uso naman ang contagious eh. So gawin na lang natin kindness instead of COVID.
Amen. That's so true. I love the word bayanihan. It is a good moniker. The idea na para tayo magtulungan, suportahan natin muna yung mga local na mga products at saka mga local na mga shops or mga businesses because they are the bloodline of this very economy. If we help them stand up, if we patronize them, if we support them, they can slowly get back up and this economy will get better. I think what's also good about this Kuya is that indeed this will be the very force that will help the economy rise again by helping the MSMEs. Baka pwede niyo munang tulungan yung mga local natin na mga products at saka mga negosyo kasi sasabayan tutulong yan. Magano yan, magiging domino effect. Ano po ba dito?
Alam mo, Ralph, to the viewers also, no? It should be the whole micro, small enterprise. Lahat
Right.
na nagninegosyo. Oo. So, sama-sama po tayo lahat dito. Sama-sama tayo to rise back, to bounce back.
So, Kuya, tell us what are the call for action na gagawin natin? So, this is what we can do, Kuya Noel, George, as a way for us to support your campaign. We are going to support this as a community in New World View because karamihan, I think around 80% of our members are MSMEs. They belong to the MSMEs. We will be sharing this to our friends and our families. We will also be sharing this to our page. What is the call for action for Bayanihan?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much in advance, especially to your group, to your organization. I know you're a lot. I know marami kayo, especially in the Visayas area. The call to action talaga dito is to really patronize, buy our product, tell people to support us, tell the customer to support us and buy our product. That's the first majority call of action. The other call of action is maybe you can start talking to the LGU, organizing this in your area. Na merong such thing as a movement or a campaign to really help us. Kanina narinig ko sa kay Secretary of Finance that we need to stimulate the market. Okay. We need to ignite the consumer interest, and this campaign is also part of igniting the consumer interest. Kung meron po tayong movement na ganito at meron po nag-encourage sa kanila, mabubuhay po ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas ulit.
I agree, and I want to support this movement very much. How do they find this, Kuya? If they want to embrace this campaign, support you, how can they find your campaign?
Okay. For the meantime, you can get in touch with us sa Association of Filipino Franchisers. Okay, you can PM us there. Okay, and then at the same time, through Ralph, we will involve already this the bold organization, your organization in this. Maybe we can all have a big Zoom meeting with all the manifesto, all the signing of all the organization is supporting this. And maybe sana kasama natin ang presidente.
Sana nga, because I think this is a great reboot strategy. Kailangan talaga natin ng support as much as we can get. To be honest with you, Kuya, what's happening with us in our company, where I think it's happening to a lot of people. We don't know how we can survive in the next 3 months, in the next 2 months. Meron pang konting pise, pero katulad ng sinabi mo, Kuya, para tayo na sa ICU ngayon, tayo mga entrepreneurs, mga MSMEs, because for example, itong SSS at saka mga support, even though anong man yung amount na yan, hindi natulungan yung mga employees natin, which we are very happy about. Pero the entrepreneurs, the MSMEs, wala talaga tayong parang direct support when it comes to financial, and that's okay. Ganun talaga. So even yung mga gastos, even yung mga extra expenses, tayo na ang sumasagot. But so far, we don't have much support yet talaga. And we're hoping na we can survive in the next months. That's why we're praying with one of your peace. Nagnanalangin tayo that we will be able to get back up. And the one way talaga to do that, and I totally believe in what you're doing, if we push the bayanihan, the reboot strategy for us to really put more fire into the economy, dahan-dahan, this could help us stand up again. And not only that, we could hire people. We could normalize the employment of our employees again. We could add more jobs. It's what you said earlier. It's a macro effect. That's a macro.
Actually, Ralph, maraming pwedeng gawin, lalo na sa General Santos. Okay. Do you have Grab? May Lala Move ba kayo o may Grab kayo? Wala.
We have here Food Panda.
You can mobilize those people na may motorsiklo, i-deputize mo na nila na parang delivery. You can do that, Ralph. Okay? Then you talk to all the restaurants in the mall. Okay? So meron kayong delivery fleet. Okay? Like in the case of your barbershop, pwede ba kami yung parking lot? Yung parking lot ng mall. Pahiram muna, bigyan mo po na kami ng tent. Okay? Malaking tent. Doon ako magugupit. Okay? Para may distancing. So you get the sales already increased, di ba? Okay. Yung mga asap loob ng mall, pwede ba sa labas namin, gawin na lang natin yung parking na yun, gawin na lang natin malaking giant drive-thru. Drive-thru. So now, okay. Wow. You address now the fear of the consumer in General Santos. Di ba? Okay. Once in a while, ilabas nyo dito yung gamit, yung mga damit dyan ng bench, labas nyo sa labas para drive-thru. Pabili niyan, wala na akong jockey, wala na akong underwear. So those are the things that we want to achieve. Merong communication, merong creativity communication to help us. Okay. So, di ba, yun yung isa. I mean, barbershop, maraming gusto mong puntang barbershop, kaya takot. Dahil sabi nga nila, pag sa aircon, nagiging aerosol ang virus. Pag sa aircon, di ba, patay ang aircon ng mall, di ba? Pinatay nila pinabaan nila, mainit. Sino pupunta doon? Diba? So, magpaalam, pwede ba every Saturday, meron akong malaking tent, magre-rent ako malaking tent, o may magpapahiram sa akin ng malaking tent, doon ang gupitan ng bayan. Di ba? Gupitan ng bayan. Parlor, lagay mo rin doon. I don't think may na malamig o aircon ganito. What is important is yung safety nila. Diba? Yung safety nila.
Safety, increased revenue, kahit paano nagiging resourceful tayo. That's I like that. Hindi ko nga naisip yung tent na yan, baka gagawin ko yan, right? Ipopropose ko kay KCK is over there at the side. Baka babalitaan kita.
This okay, is mahaba.
Ano yung mga let's before we end, mga 2 more questions. What are the innovative na mga ginagawa ngayon ng mga entrepreneurs na nakikita mo ngayon na na-impress ka?
Okay, for Metro Manila, there is an emerging new business concept now, which is the resellers. I know sa probinsya, usong-uso yung resellers na yan. So, dito ang daming nagbebenta, nagpapalitan ng produkto. I sell your product, you sell my product there. So, maraming ganon. The home business is booming. The community business is also booming here in Manila. So, yun ang nakita ko. Of course, as I said earlier, there's a lot of pain point, there's a lot of wish list, there's a lot of irritants. If you have the answer to those, you can create a business in this temporary new normal. Again, ulitin ko, bakit temporary new normal? Hindi po kasi, in my own opinion, pag ginamit ko kasing new normal, gumigive up na ako, sumusurrender ako kay COVID-19. Hindi, temporary lang to. I'm looking forward for that brand new day na wala na si COVID-19.
That's true. Who is the new Jorge Wieneke after this pandemic? I know that this pandemic has changed you so much, and your insights, I think it humbled you as well, the same way that it humbled a lot of entrepreneurs. What will this pandemic transform out of you?
Boy, abunda question yan, ha? Ang hirap, ha? I think I will still be the same. A George that cares for the micro small enterprise. Yun pa rin. I will still be the same. Alam mo, Ralph, hindi nga ako nag-enjoy ng ECQ. Kasi dami kong kausap. Sarap yata matapos ng isang Netflix na series. Di ko pa nagagawa. Diba? So, it's still micro, small, medium enterprise is my life.
Amen. I love that, and thank you very much, Kuya, for being always for exuding hope, for being a good mentor to a lot of us. This one is actually a mentoring session by itself. Ang dami ko natutunan. Actually, may isa sa mga viewers natin na she even quoted all of what you said earlier about accepting the brutal facts, Christ the new normal, it's a season of self-discipline. She also shared here your 5 P's of survival. And what I'm going to do is we're going to put this on Facebook on our page, mga advice ni Jorge Wieneke. We're going to create an actual slideshow, yung mga parang graphics kuya, because I think these are very powerful ideas that people can use. Kuya, as we end, maybe one last advice to our viewers before we end.
Well, okay, for all the entrepreneurs, I know 99.99% of our success nanggaling po sa perseverance. I know we will be successful again. Just persevere 100%. Yun lang po.
Amen. And konting lang guys, tiis lang ng tiis. And lalo na if we could put things that we cannot control outside of ourselves and let God take control of that by surrendering and by doing something about it daily. Alam mo kaya, one thing na na-realize ko during this pandemic is wag tayo maging stuck sa analysis by paralysis, which you were sharing earlier. Kasi wala tayong nagagawa sa isang araw.
Oh, sorry. Don't galit sa akin, asawa ko, pag kinote mo na naman yung sinabi kong galit ako sa matalino tanga.
Oh my God. Paki-regards po kay Tita. I haven't met her in person yet. I hope.
Yes. Actually, naalala mo yung first episode ninyo when before all of this actually. Before the lockdown, before the pandemic, we had a recording your first episode, the pilot one, di ba yung ending natin doon is darating rin ang magandang umaga. I think darating siya soon. Maghintay-hintay lang tayo.
Amen. Gusto niyo bang kantahin uli yung song, Kuya?
Sabi ko na nga ba eh. Sabi ko na nga ba, natawa ako dun. Hindi, sabi ko nga, ano lang tayo, pumikit lang tayo. Sabihin ko na lang yung lyrics sa'yo. Hindi ko nakakantay, nakakahiya eh. Oo, parang di ba, pikit lang po tayo, mangarap tayo, kasi darating rin ang magandang umaga. Di ba? So, yun lang po for now. Regards to Jensen, Jensan, regards to Jensan, I hope, I was scheduled to go there to do a lecture, pero hindi na naman natuloy. I wanna see that beautiful province, Ralph. Thank you for inviting me.
If ever mawawala na tong COVID, you're very much welcome. Merong red carpet sa airport the moment you arrive. Kuya,
Wow.
sobrang salamat sa pagiging available para sa amin. I'd like to invite you for NBU 2021. I'm gonna make this official. Every time pero syempre tatanggapin nyo muna, pag-isipan nyo muna. Pero iba ang mga advices mo when you tell us your insights, talagang strong ng loob, naging hopeful tayo sa buhay. And I hope mas marami pang katulad mo who can help us alleviate from this current situation. And for everyone who got inspired by the Bayanihan, Kuya, how can they find this? I remember, di ba, we're going to share this in our platform, yung Bayanihan movement that you're starting. They can also find it in AFI na page, correct?
They can, if you're interested, please PM us in the AFI page. Pag pinost po to ni Ralph, lagay nyo lang po doon and I will monitor the page of Ralph. If you're in support of this, lagay nyo lang po doon.
Yun guys, let's support that movement. I think that is a great strategy. Thank you, Kuya, for initiating
that. Thank you so much. Have a nice afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. May God be with us. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone. That's another episode of Bold Moments. Thank you, Kuya Jorge Wieneke. And see you guys again next time.
Thank you so much. Bye.